What is up, Pokepeeps and Masters? It is Rusty PokeRuss, and we're back for another Dragon Ball Super CCG video and another deck tech. So, this week we got a special thing. We're pretty much doing deck profiles all week, because one, I was out of town all week at the Dragon Ball celebrations with these guys, and two, we're willing to bring you some awesome deck profiles that we played over the weekend and we did pretty freaking well with.
Very well.
So, like, over the course of the weekend, we played in, like, at least 3 or 4 events, and we consistently did well throughout them, and I want to bring you deck profiles from what we did over the weekend. And today with me, we have Christian.
What's up?
And he's got a spicy deck profile for you.
Yeah, so I went with the Victory Strike because it's pretty gnarly. You get the Victory Strike out, they really don't know what to do. It's a lot. And start off with this guy, Brawler Leader. Can't really see him. Everyone knows what this thing does. It's pretty gnarly. Attack when he's unawakened. Just get 2 cards, just build your hand up, wake up, you can just restand anything. A lot of pressure. So we start off with the 1-drop Bardox. They're pretty good. They help you get awakened faster. They up your hand. They can be bad, depending on the situation, what you're playing. I had a few times where I didn't want to play that turn 1 because I wanted to keep my life, like Vanilla Goku. It's a lot of pressure, so they're going to keep attacking you, so there's no point to take your life. I feel like that's really dumb, and you're essentially killing yourself. So you don't want to do that.
Not to interrupt, but I did forget to mention this at the beginning of the video. These decks are made for best of 1. We did enter a bunch of side events that were best of 1. Right. So we do have a lot of spicy techs in them that might not make sense in a best of 3 scenario, but because we did best of 1s, that's kind of
right. I kind of have all my tech together, so we can go through all that after the main build. So after the Bardox, you have the 2-drop Gohans. Some people play the Gokus. I absolutely despise that card. It doesn't have barrier, so they can just easily remove it, and then you're back to square. You don't want to do that. So we play that. You can go into that turn 1. Turn 2, you go into Goku, of course. Thing's pretty good. Lets you draw. You also get to tap cards, which is also pretty good. You can just tap their key pieces if it doesn't have barrier. And of course, you got the height. Go into that. Make sure you have Sparkin. I kind of mistaked on that and costed our team a loss. But we bounced back. It's alright.
We did.
We really did. Thanks to our team. Of course, Victory Strike.
I can't see it back behind us.
No?
Nope.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. So we got Victory Strike here. Of course, key piece. If you don't know what this thing does, its attack and skill cannot be negated. It's a 45,000, and if it hits you for any damage, you win. Just in case you guys didn't know that. It's pretty savage.
If you guys play Yu-Gi-Oh, it's kind of like Victory Dragon.
Don't know what that is. I don't play Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
But you add these in there for those matchups, like I said. You can just go into that instead, and you're likely safe. I played these because they allow you to add pressure with any of your battle cards.
I love these.
When you combo with this bad boy, it's a free 15,000. You add pressure with this guy, turn 2, and they're like, alright, sweet, I can remove their piece, they attack it, they go up to like 25, 30 or something, you're like 1 card to your 4. It's an amazing card. I think a lot of people sleep on it. It's amazing. We'll go into super combos. I played 2 Jocko and 2 Shugesh. Like I said, it was best of 1. So you go that. If you play 4 of these, you're bound to lose and get shut down. It's pretty bad. This is probably the best one you play, just because if you're in a rough situation where they're too aggressive, this bad boy will help you. You normally don't want to awaken until turn 4, so you can keep energy open. We'll go into some extras. Of course, you got the 4 successors. Let you search this bad boy, this, and this as well, which is amazing. You play...
Zero cost is just sick.
It's insane. It's amazing, and it helps with sparking so much. It pluses your hand up. You have combo for no matter what you're going into. It's sick. You play 4 representatives of Universe. It lets you search Victory, of course. It's probably the only thing that you can search with. Same thing with height. But it also lets you pick up this bad boy, which surprisingly confused 2 people out there. Go into some negates here. I played 3 Time Magic, 2 Nimbus. You play Time Magic for relatively anything that can restand.
Yeah.
The new Dende deck with the dual attack that's insanely savage, that rips this apart. This helps a lot. Shenron decks with triples, anything. It's amazing. Nimbus for depression. You Nimbus once. If you can do that turn 3 and survive to your height, you're guaranteed to win. I played 2 Battering. I did have 3, and it felt very cloggy. And I also played 3 Nimbus, and that felt very cloggy. So I decided to take one of each out, and this might surprise you, but I decided to play CBL. I'd never really played it because that seemed cloggy, but I later realized that this clogginess is a lot better than these bad boys. So don't put yourself in that situation that luckily that wasn't at this event. For my Tech Spice, I played, let's see if I can make some room here. A lot of stuff. We'll remove this guy. You don't need to see him anymore. You play 2 of these guys.
Okay.
Amazing feature rare. You go into Janema matchups. I saw Android matchups. Anything that defenders, barrier, you play this bad boy, pop it. They don't
Super
know what
nice.
to do. It's insane. I went against round 6. I went against Android deck. He was playing Super 17. He had Deadly Defender out. Popped this bad boy. Next turn, he to save a Hope of Future. Played it again. Popped this. Went in. Killed him. He didn't know what to do. That's why I lost.
This card put in the work.
This is my favorite Tech Spice here. Play this bad boy. Insane. It doesn't matter if you're not against Janemba. This was for Janemba. Learned, it's gas, bro. It doesn't matter. You can overrun into it. You might lose your Sparkin. You're going to have enough cards that you can get your Sparkin up in 2 turns. And this rips back
Pretty much anything.
anything.
Including your one of.
I got into a situation where I didn't want to awaken, like I was explaining. So I comboed my Victory Strike. And next turn I just overrummed into this, took Victory Strike, added pressure, and then I was able to pull it out. I like to play 2 planets because they can search these bad boys if you're in a dire need of Janemba. It's amazing.
As well as almost any other.
They pull out the Vegetas when you need them, and they literally just fish out anything else. Your super combos minus Shaco. Great card. Play that. And this is my second favorite spice. This bad boy. It's amazing. You turn 3, you plant it, and then you grab this. If you have all your pieces, every turn 3, I play to plant it and grab this thing. This thing helped me win every time. It's insane. I wouldn't play it at more than 1 though, because you'll probably die. But Victory Stroke, guys.
Yeah.
It's where it's at.
So, after playing this all weekend, because you pretty much played this all weekend.
I did.
What if say you were going to go to another single gunslinger event or another team battle or something like that? Is there anything you change about it? Is there any matchups that you prepared for that you might not, they weren't as prevalent, or is there any matchups that you were like, did you discover that were like, oh, I might need to prepare for this to, like, if coming up?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I ran into that yesterday with these, so I played this, and it was for the Brawly mainly, and shut it down. I faced a Brawly deck. Turn 3 or 4, he got into the 8-drop. Didn't see these bad boys, but I saw it. Saw it the game after. That helped, but Brawly's insane. CBL him. That's what you need to do. I wouldn't change anything though.
Cool.
Just if you're swinging for game with height and you're tapped out, open your energy for a battering laser, because you want it to go through.
But yeah, we ended up entering. He was one of my teammates in the 2 team events we entered, as well as we also entered the Gunslinger today, which being Sunday when I'm recording this.
Yep.
But yeah, so this deck did really well. He went. You went 5-1 today.
5-1.
And then we did.
I lost the game because, like I said, I didn't restand energy for battering on this. I got a little greedy and I wanted to attack 3 times to use my leader ability to restand this. Should have restored the energy with battering in hand. If you have a battering in hand and you're trying to go for game, make sure you can use it.
So, and we did pretty well in the team events yesterday, so that was pretty exciting. I got to hang out and chill with him all weekend. It was a great weekend. I had a lot of fun. And yeah, so we have a couple more deck profiles. I believe we have 2 more this week coming up. I'm going to save mine for the end. But yeah, if you guys like any of this kind of stuff, if you have any questions about the deck or anything, make sure to leave them in the comments below. I'll let him know and he can answer them to the best of his abilities.
Absolutely.
And we do a lot of stuff like this on the channel. We do deck profiles, we do pack openings, we do Dragon Ball Super CCG, we do Dragon Ball Dokkan, we do Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! Speed dueling, all that kind of stuff. So if any of that tickles your fancy, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button down below. We're going to have brand new shirts coming out here soon on Teespring. If you want to see a sneak peek of the art, check my Twitter out down below. But I think that's it for today. If you guys have any questions, like I said, leave them in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great day. PokeRuss out. Peace.